Well, my son, Joshua Cash Gatlin, was driving me to dinner one night, and he said, Dad, country music doesn't sound the way it used to when you and Steve and Rudy were making records. I said, hold it, son. Let's root for all those young people. They're doing a great job, but you got to realize they're doing it their way. We did it our way. Johnny Cash did it his way. But the music business, Nashville, country music will never be the same. After all, Johnny Cash is dead and his house burned down. Well, that reminded me of something that John told us one night, me and Chris and Willie and Waylon, a bunch of us were sitting around backstage. And John looked at us and said, boys, if you get a good idea for a song, just go ahead and write it. We looked at him kind of funny. Then he said, it don't matter if it's a hit or not, just do the best you can. Everything else will take care of itself. So later that night at dinner, I turned that placemat over to that restaurant and I wrote, Johnny Cash is dead and his house burned down. 3 or 4 days later, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning and realized that I had accidentally borrowed one of John's old melodies to an old song called Big River. So I called John Carter Cash and told him what the deal was, that I'd accidentally borrowed his daddy's melody. And he said, you know, I just don't think my dad would mind at all. In fact, I think he's smiling right now at you, Pilgrim. I reckon that song title, Johnny Cash is dead and his house burned down, might sound a little shocking to some, but I believe the message is true. After all it really means, all I'm really trying to say is, there'll never be another Johnny Cash. And that's the truth.
The song's got, a spirit to it of respect and appreciation, and I know what you're saying. I mean, the ideal is still alive, the vision is still alive, but nobody fills the shoes to me.
No.
Nobody fills the shoes. It's a unique thing. What happens is the tree branches.
That's right.
And it branches and it goes on out and it gets wider and but the roots are still strong. And that to me, that's what this music is about, is that your music is not only part of the roots, but you're out there, man, you're reaching on out, My father, first of all, it was his relationship with you was built around like matters of love and whatnot, but there was a great brotherhood there between you guys, So music and everything else set aside, it's a matter of the heart.
Johnny Cash is dead and his house burned down.